What's going on, guys? This is Rome coming at you with another video. Might be the last video in this series as far as the split goes. I apologize. I always do this. Like, I start off so strong at the start of the month passes, weeks pass, and before you know it, you're like, holy shit, it's the end of the month. What do I do? How do I do this? So, yeah, guys, I kind of crammed in a lot of games today just to see how far I can get into Diamond. I know I'm not getting Masters, but I at least got from Diamond 5 to Diamond 4. I'm gonna try again tomorrow, see if I can make any headway, but chances are I don't envision it. So we'll end with, or at least what I'm expecting, we'll end with Diamond 4. So going into these videos, this is kind of a funny win, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's silly as hell. So this one is great. Like, it's a really good example of how to piss off your opponent enough to where he ends up quitting, because that's exactly what happened here. Like, I didn't do shit else other than piss him off. Like, I didn't even, like, if you even look at, like, the quality of move I did, there's really nothing coming of it, but he still quit. So I immediately going into Sunvine Sowing just to try to at least see if I can get some kind of board going, which I did not get a board. I tried to Dryas, I get Sowing, and then this is where I end, and like, it's a trash board, but watch what happens. So he ends up getting Kashtira Unicorn, so I just tribute this, get Kashtira Unicorn across, and like, I really just drew the right things at the right time. Like, I literally had a Cosmic Cyclone and a sheet, and of course, the sheet, I was able to tribute this useless monster Kashtira, end up getting Cosmic Cyclone to tribute this because it's a continuous spell, so that shit gets out of there, so then not much else he can do. This was dumb of me, like, I should know better than this with my other deck. Like, so anytime you see a danger card, it's a more than once per turn. Like, just know that now. Like, anytime any Danger Bigfoot, Danger Thunderbird, Danger Nessie, any of these, they could just keep doing it. So let it go, because it doesn't matter what you do, it's still not going to work. So yes, Ash was useless. I'm a retard, and I used that for no reason. He uses Danger Nessie again. I end up throwing away. He gets Danger Nessie on the board. And that's the end of his turn, and now he gets Kashtira back. So now, going into this, so I get Lily Borea. Well, actually, first I just Sunvine Sowing, and then he quits. Like, I don't even so 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 essentially what I think happened was, is, again, like, last turn, like, I just kind of screwed what he was trying to do, and then I got Sunvine Sowing. He had no response card, so he just thought I was gonna go into some crazy shit, and I wasn't, and he just got annoyed and quit the game. Like, it's literally what happened. He's just like, oh fuck, he's gonna do Sowing, and I have no response, and that was literally the end of it. So going into this, like, I had no business winning that game, but he really just gave me the win just because, like, I don't even understand why he didn't let that play out. But I think I just pissed him off in the previous turn, and he was just like, oh, okay, now he's just gonna fucking do this again. I'm not playing this game. So now, unexpected die. He does Ash this, which is pretty annoying because that kind of sets me up to begin with. So now I don't get my super combo, so now I have to try to work with what I have. So I get 2 level 4s, I can get Strenna out. I elect to do a big brain play here, and I destroy that to get Mudan on the field, to get my field spell and Strenna going at the same time. And then I figured Primula there, just, you know, it's material for whatever I need whenever that time comes. So now I get Teardrop. Cone's there. Cone is now live. I try to get RIKKA Sheet because I already used Glamour to begin with, so I elected to go with Sheet instead. Now I have Kanzashi and Teardrop, and I also have RIKKA Sheet, which is kind of broken in of itself. So now he goes into whatever that is. I let that play out. This is another example of being annoying, by the way. I totally just remembered what happened this game. So I tribute that, I get Kanzashi, and then I end up resurrecting. I was gonna go and resurrect his I was gonna resurrect his Mathmech monster. It's But the, so that's what I'm saying. Like the first game was annoying, the second game was also annoying, and I really wasn't even doing anything with it. But it was just the fact that I was invading and just taking his stuff and just annoying him. Because even then, like Mathmech, what do, right? Like they go and they just start amassing things in the graveyard and then just try to build into this crazy Xyz. So I was like, all right, well I'm gonna tribute the monster you thought you had on the field, and then I was gonna take the other monster away. But before I could do that, he just said no. Like he was upset. So another annoying, like you're just pissing them off to the point where they just scoop. So this one, I don't quite remember this one, but I do know that okay, so he does elect to go Proud Prosperity. I elect to go Maxi. Oh, I remember it now. Okay, all I needed to see was the deck. So this guy was going Exo Sisters. This was actually a really crazy game that I ended up playing to try to beat these guys. So without even so before I even talk about my turn, so the way that Exo Sisters works, like they have a lot of Xyz monsters, but really what makes them strong or what makes them annoying is that if you do anything specific to the graveyard, moving things in and out, then it just allows them to pop off and use all their annoying effects. So with that in mind, what I had to do first is I know I need the graveyard, that's a given. So what I had to do is I had to Cosmic Cyclone and get rid of this Fissure. That's one. Now I get RIKKA Petal. Now it goes into his nonsense here. Now RIKKA Petal, again, still not using the graveyard. This is solely just everything is like on field. So now I get my field spell, and now what I try to do immediately is get this set up. So wait, so now he uses this, and now I start panicking because I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna probably throw my field spell away, or he's gonna do something, which he does. Of course he did, right? So now he uses this, which really got under my skin. But now, so like that's the thing. If one thing fails, you always have to have a follow-up. So he he threw my cone away. My last ditch effort was Snowdrop. So I take Snowdrop, make level 8. Now I here have Teardrop. So now I could Teardrop and throw one away, which I do. They can go to hell. Then I attack with the other monster. Well, actually, I get Sunseed, and then Glamour to tribute that, and then that just kind of sets me up here. Now I go ahead and tribute, or no, I don't tribute. I already tributed. I'm just I'm just getting the extra attack. Now these two guys, now pay attention here. So remember how I told you, if I use Strenna, I pull something out of the graveyard, then these guys' effects go off. So now I have Strenna here locked and loaded. I don't use her effect now. I attack first, get that monster off the field, and attack. And now main 2, I use the effect to get back. What did I need? Oh yeah, I got Glamour back because I needed Glamour just in case. And I set that. I set Cross out just in case they have any broken cards that I might share with them. So now he passes his turn because he knows it's over. Now I just set up just in case. I'm going to skip this a little bit because now I just show out, but I purposely do that just to make sure I have everything set. So Udon, Cone set up. Get Ricochet just in case there's a follow after the turn. I tribute Strenna. Get 2 more cards. Let all the effects fly. I get Sacred Chi Beast, so now I have more than enough to go with. And I get Kanzashi, and I have literally 3 Xyz monsters, and then I just attack the game. All of that was extraneous. At the same time, I just wanted to make sure that, like, if he had some bullshit that just stopped me, at least I knew I had enough on the field for follow-up. This one was a 10-turn barn burner. This one I really didn't think I had any business winning if it's the one I'm thinking it is. But I was able to outplay him, like, just by a hair. So now, this one, he de-shifts me right off the rip. So now I go ahead and maxi right immediately, just in case, to get that. But then he just sets one and passes. So now I'm like, alright, I'm somewhat safe. So now I try to play he ashes me again. I was pissed at this because I was like, well, even though I can't use the graveyard, let me at least get some cards on the field to try to set something up. Of course I can't do that because he won't let me. So I, in turn, go this route, and then he imperms me here. So it's like, okay, like first before, oh wait, I'm not paused. So first I tried to fucking use Therion just to try to get Regulus to at least have like more cards in my hand for follow-up. He says no. Then I'm like, alright, well that's an Ash out of the way, so let me try to go ahead and use Mudan's effect to get Cone and at least try to set up somewhat of a board. He says no again with this bullshit impermanence. So I'm like, alright, well he's just gonna use 1,000 cards, isn't he? So now, my last opportunity is Kanzashi, and I just do that there, and I attack him, and I'm like, alright, well at least I get some attack off and just leave it at that. So now next turn, this was actually kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. I use Planet Pathfinder, I'm just like, go to hell, I have an Ash. I was like, the one card I had, you know, he can go somewhere. Now I turn around and grab Mudan back, but then stupid me, like this was misplay. I was like, well, I can get Mudan and just try to start using effects, but obviously that's not how this works. So now I get Rikka, I get Mudan, I tribute the one Mudan for a real Mudan, get the effect off to get Cone, but then I also grab from in the process just to get more material to try to go into Strenna, to which, again, like, I don't know why I did this. But I do have, oh yeah, he cheats the fuck out of me with this. So that pissed me off royally. So like I was in the midst of trying to at least get Strenna, but I didn't get stupid ass Princess into the graveyard in time, and then he ended up Nibiruing me. If I had Princess, then it wouldn't have mattered because then I could have negated Nibiru, it would have been safe. But I made one too many plays, and he just Nibirued the fuck out of me. So I was tilted here. So at this point, I was like, well, this guy's an asshole. But the beauty is that I had like, he did it at such an inopportune time for him that I still had a super attack monster. So now I have to let this play out a little bit because I used up all my resources and he left me in a really bad choke point. So now he Planet Pathfinds. I have another Ash for him, so I was happy, but then he crossed out. Oh, this was funny. This is hilarious. So, lesson in cross out designator is you need to have the card that you want to cross out in order for it to work. He used his ashes. I guess he only had one ash, maybe how many ever ashes, but whatever it is, he didn't have enough ashes for this. So he literally, yeah, he just couldn't do it. So I was like, fuck you. It made me so happy because I was like, oh, he is not going to cross out me, but I lucked out hard. So now this time, I go ahead and get, I'm just running out of cards at this point, so I was just kind of taking what I got, and it still was useless, but I still had Primal Being token. So he go ahead and he has nothing. He tries to evenly match me, and I was like, okay, I just throw away Cone because I'm still going to hit you for 4,200, and that's game. He doesn't even let it get to attack. That was a crazy one. Like, I really thought I was going to lose. I was furious, but that one was, like I said, it's just, he ended up Nibiruing me, but it still bit him in the ass because I had a super powerful attack token, so I was able to just attack with the token the entire time to win. So now this is just a simple, you know, go into your combo, get your Rikka sheet, get Cone out. So now I have sheet, I have glamour, the simple setup for Strenna. So now I have Strenna, and now I have options. And then I pull back the Mudan just in case. I don't know why. I think I just had no cards to pull. And I was like, Mudan seems like a good idea to pull. I don't know. I was like, there's nothing I can really do here. So Prod of Extravagance, he goes into, whoa. Okay, so he barrier set. This was funny. Okay, so he barrier statues me. So Cone into, what do you call it? So he basically, I don't even know how he screwed away my Cone, but basically, like, my Cone gets deleted off the field, but now he goes into Barrier Statue of Water. I eliminate, so I kind of take advantage here. I Rikka sheet and tribute my own monster and pull his barrier across to my side, Just that way, I don't know if he's using that for something, so I didn't want that to happen. I teardrop here. Now, my play in my mind is to go ahead and wait until next turn, and then tribute this monster after. But the gimmick was up. Like, I think he tried to gimmick his way with the fucking water barrier statue, and lo and behold, he walks right into a Rikka that deals almost exclusively in water monsters. So the jig was up for him. He was like, well, shit, and he just quit. And that's 5, and then I'm into 4 already. Like, I'm trying to work through it, but it's, you know, like I said, I'm running out of time. But yeah, that was 5, so that was a funny way to win. Like, water barrier statue gimmick bullshit, and like it just backfires. So yeah, guys, this is 5, and now we're on to 4, and we'll see where we get. But again, if it also just letting you know, like if I mean, I have every intention to play Rikka again next month and try to really make a push and grind for Masters, because I swear it really happens that way. Like, I play, get far fast, and then after that, like, just the weeks take me, like, and everything just happens, and I'm like, it's just fast forward, flash, just straight to the end of the month, and I'm like, no, and I just always blow it. So I'm gonna be better about this, guys. I promise. And I'm really gonna put a lot of effort into next month to get Masters with Rikka. So stay tuned. And like I said, if this is the last video, next month it is. If this isn't, maybe we get platform. I mean, or 4. We'll see where we get. But as always, guys, hope you enjoyed watching this. Catch you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video.